This is the Nuphy Gem80, a TKL custom keyboard from Nuphy. Let's check out what it has to offer. Disclaimer, sorry for the video quality, it kind of broke my camera and I just used my phone, so bear with me for a few videos in the future. Let's start with what you would get. So my config here is the tri-mode Nuphy Gem80 in Airy Lilac with the mint switches, the themed keycaps, two-tone wrist rest, and extra plates. All of this costs around $256, but you can just buy the kit and provide your own keycaps and switches. This is currently in pre-order, so check it out in the description below for more info. Let's continue with unboxing. So opening up the keyboard kit, we're greeted with paperwork. Then underneath is the keyboard wrapped in cloth. This came in pre-assembled with a few switches to try out. Then these boxes house the accessories for the keyboard. We have the Type-C cable, then the keycap and switch puller, a high quality Torx screw, and then the different mounting system. The silicone bean, which has 2 levels of hardness, extra silicone sock, which is already pre-installed, top mount screws, silicone gasket strips, extra foot pads, and lastly the 2.4 GHz dongle. Let's check the specs. This is a TKL CNC aluminum keyboard. The bottom is made out of polycarbonate for better wireless connectivity. Speaking of wireless, it has Bluetooth and 2.4 GHz and is rated at 1000 Hz with a 4000 mAh battery. It supports QMK and VIA. It has south-facing PCB, various mounting configurations for the plate like the silicone gasket socks, which are pre-installed, silicone bean with 2 hardness options, silicone strip, and top mount. The default plate is FR4, but you can get extra plates like PC, palm, and alu. Inside are a lot of foams: plate foams, switch pads, sound dampener, 2 PCB foams, and 1 thick piece of silicone. Their choices of switches are Gateron X Nuphy Collab. We have the mint switches at 37 grams, the raspberry switches at 46 grams, and the lemon switches at 55 grams. Their theme keycaps are in MSA profile and are double shot PBT keycaps, which are really high quality in my testing, and the spacebar has what they call a ghost bar. It apparently helps with hollowness, which it does work, it's just a little bit muted. This starts at $150 for the bare bones wired and $170 for wireless, and my config can cost up to $256. Let's hear a few sound tests. Every plate has its different sound signature, and for me, the FR4 sounds the thockiest of them all. PC and Palm sound very similar and are quite clacky, while Alu is a bit brighter sounding. What sounds similar for every config are the modifiers. Somehow all of them sound hollow in comparison with the spacebar, which sounds fuller. But overall, every config has its pros and cons, and what I like the best is actually the FR4, which is great since it's already the default one, so you won't have to buy extra if you're just going for thocky. For the feel, even though they advertised Omni mount for this keyboard, it's actually quite stiff with all the foams, which is typical, so you won't really benefit from gasket mounts. You'll have to remove a few foams and then you'll be good. But I really like how they have various options for mounts. This is really nice to see and gives a lot of customizations for the user. My only downside with this is the switches, but that's on me, it's too light. I miss a lot of the keys and accidentally pressed random keys too. Even just resting my fingers on the keycaps activates it. Either get the heavier switch or buy a heavier switch. It's no doubt that this is a great looking keyboard. With the lilac and the themed keycaps, it's just so cute. The aluminum top has a nice finish to it, and I like the magnetic badge right by the arrow keys. I hope they made this customizable, but it looks good and the LED ring is nice. The side LED, or rather the top left LED, is a nice add-on. It actually displays a lot of information regarding the battery health or the wireless configuration you're in. Looking down at the bottom, we have the PC bottom case with a Nuphy Studio logo. We'll also find a switch for Mac and Windows and for the wireless config. Although it's weird that they put an off switch, wouldn't that work like the wired option? Overall, this is really a great keyboard. From the unboxing to using it, everything is well thought out. It offers a lot of configuration. This is really great for people who like to tinker and experiment to achieve the config they like. For the price of the config that I have, it's still quite pricey, but for the bare bones version, it's really a steal already with all the configs with the mounting system in the first place. Let me know what you think.